From Treasurer Scott Morrison today, a declaration that Australians must finish up better off from any changes the government makes to the tax system. He spelled out the goal this morning as his opponents released research on how much a GST increase might cost Australian households.
Well clear of tax talk, Prime Minister Turnbull in his Sydney electorate today, as a colleague praises his handling of the tax debate.
Australians are responding to the Prime Minister's leadership on this.
Tax reform shouldn't mean slugging people who can't afford it. And that's what expanding the GST always does.
The Greens point to this parliamentary library research. It compares the now scrapped carbon tax, estimated revenue $8.5 billion a year, cost for an average household just over $9 a week, to getting rid of the GST's exemptions. That raises more, but costs households over 4 times as much.
A carbon price gets paid mostly by the big companies and the big polluters, whereas a GST gets paid by everyday Australians.
And South Australia's Treasury has modelled the annual cost of a GST rise. The current 10% tax costs an average household almost $6,000. Lift it to 15% and the yearly cost jumps about $3,000. But this morning, the Treasurer argued any changes must
to ensure that Australians are better off. That's our goal, that they be better off.
MPs return here tomorrow for one of just 3 sitting weeks left this year. Tax at the centre of debate, but there's no sign of agreement. Eventually, the government will need it if it's to avoid a late 2016 election fought around a divisive GST increase. Tim Lester, 7 News.